Welcome back to my channel, welcome to my channel if you're new around here. If you are new, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button because that would really mean a lot to me, and it also means that you're going to be the first to see when I upload a video. So if you are interested in that, then please make sure you do subscribe, and also give this video a thumbs up because it really helps me out and yeah, shows that you like these videos. So for today's video, I'm going to be completely honest with you, I wasn't entirely sure what I wanted to film. I knew I wanted to kind of sit down and have a bit of a chat with you guys because I haven't really done that in a while. I've been doing some vlogs, but I feel like my vlogs are very like university focused or like study with me focused, and I haven't really sat down and just chatted for a while. So I thought today I would do that. I think I put a little bit too much pressure on myself as well with trying to decide what to film. I was very much kind of caught up in like trying to make something that was really exciting, but instead I decided to literally just strip it back and come on here literally wearing no makeup. I haven't done anything to my hair. And I'm literally going to sit here and do a face mask and answer some of your guys' questions because it's a fun and cozy time. We're in lockdown, what else do you expect? So I'm going to take my glasses off because firstly it's annoying as heck in the ring light, and I also want to do a face mask. So the face mask I'm going to use is the Revolution Feed Your Face Jamie face mask. I got it recently and to be honest I don't think it really does anything, but it smells really nice and feels really like cooling on my skin, so I'm going to use this one. I've got a brush to apply it with. I normally just use my fingers if I'm honest, but as I'm filming I thought it could look and get a little bit messy if I use my fingers, so I thought I would crack out a brush for this instead. And I basically thought I would just answer some of your guys' questions whilst I apply this face mask. It has to be on for like 15 minutes I think, so I think it's like the perfect amount of time. Also, do you guys like my new Christmas bedding? I mean, that's why I've chosen to sit here today, so you guys can see my Christmas bedding because I'm genuinely so excited about it. But yeah, it's got little gingerbreads on. It's from George Asda. If they still have it in stock, I will link it down below because I'm obsessed, honestly. Also, before I get into this video, for the ultimate cozy vibes, make sure you grab yourself a cup of tea or hot beverage of choice. This one is a biscuit brew because what else was it going to be in my brand new favourite mug? I'm obsessed. Oh, that's hot. So the first question was literally just how are you, and I actually got so many of those, so thank you so much if you did ask just how I am, because honestly that is the sweetest thing. You guys are the nicest people ever. But yeah, I'm doing okay. I feel like because it's lockdown, obviously no one is doing like amazing right now. I mean, maybe you are, maybe you're completely thriving in lockdown, and if you are, I'm insanely jealous of you. I am doing okay considering. I'm doing a lot better than I did in the first lockdown. I think at this point I'm sort of just like, ugh, I don't want to go through it again. I can't really be bothered, and I know a lot of people do feel the exact same way. I think for me as well it's a little bit easier going into this one because I am obviously back at university now, and I have stuff that I can do, whereas in the first lockdown I sort of very much had to just find my own things to do and to get on with. And obviously you guys know if you saw the vlogs, like I did do a lot in lockdown. Like I tried to stay as productive as possible because I find that mentally I do a lot better if I am busy and productive, so I always try and keep myself busy. Obviously because of uni I have stuff I can be getting on with and doing, so that's kind of not like really an issue. We're also very lucky, if you guys have been seeing my weekly vlogs, you guys will know that I've been very lucky in that our university buildings are still open, so we can actually still go in and use like the computers and stuff. Oh, sorry, I'm just checking that my face mask is on properly in the mirror because all I can see is myself in the viewfinder, and because I haven't got my glasses on I can't really see myself. So yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I'm doing a lot better. I'm feeling very productive at the moment. Mentally I've been a little bit all over the place. I've been very much in my own head, not just in lockdown but just generally in the last couple of months. I've been very much in my own head, which is something I've not really experienced probably since I was about 17, 18, so I'm kind of annoyed that's kind of creeping back in, which is a shame. But with that being said, I am still remaining like super positive as much as I possibly can. I'm trying to see the good in a bad situation. For example, I literally said to my lecturer this morning that I'm actually really glad that we're in lockdown in the winter because it means we haven't got to go outside in the gross weather. So I don't know, I'm trying to see the positives, but at the same time, like, like everyone else, I'm sure I am feeling a bit weird about this whole year, but I mean, definitely getting through it. So to answer your question, that is how I am. Please let me know in the comments down below how you guys are doing, how you're finding lockdown 2.0, what you're getting up to. If you're doing nothing, that is also completely fine. I know that if I wasn't doing uni work, I would probably be spending this time binge watching Netflix and just chilling out because I can. But yeah, don't forget to be easy on yourself, and I hope you're all doing well. So the next question, I really liked this one. It is, what are your favourite Christmas traditions? So my main Christmas tradition is that we always put up our Christmas tree on the first weekend of December. Unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen this year because my Christmas tree is currently at home at my parents' house, and I'm obviously at university and we're in lockdown, so I can't go and get it like I planned to. I do have some Christmas decorations which would go on a tree, although I have decided that if I don't have my Christmas tree here in time, I think I'm just going to put it on one of my plants in my bedroom, just to kind of get the use out of them. But that is definitely the first thing that we always do. The second Christmas tradition is that we always watch Polar Express on Christmas Eve, and I'm so excited to do that because I love the Polar Express. It's my favourite Christmas film, or one of my favourite Christmas films. Another Christmas tradition that I've loved doing ever since I was young is going to my grandparents every Boxing Day. We'd have like basically a second Christmas day at my grandparents on Boxing Day. We'd go and have a massive roast dinner. We would literally eat so much food, it would be a joke. That is one of my favourite things. I just love Christmas food, honestly. Any excuse to eat food and I'm there. So I would say food is definitely a big part of my Christmas traditions. Go to happy film is the next question. Okay, I think if you had asked me this about 3 years ago, I would have said Love Rosie because I watch that film too often. I actually haven't seen it in quite a long time, but I used to watch it all the time. That was definitely my go-to film, like if I just wanted to watch something. For a while it was Cinderella, the live action version. I absolutely love that film. I think it's so stunning to watch. Saving Mr. Banks is another one of my like go-to happy films that I just absolutely love. And also Frozen 2, although I was talking to Kitty about this the other day. The scene, the do the next right thing scene in Frozen 2, I think is genuinely the most gut-wrenching, emotional scene I've ever seen in a film, like genuinely. So I would say Frozen 2, but maybe not because of that. But yeah, Cinderella or Saving Mr. Banks are definitely, at the moment, the two films that I'm kind of reaching for the most. I also really love Moana because it's super positive and uplifting, so yeah, Moana is definitely another one. And next one is, what is your favourite thing about living in Bournemouth? Definitely the beach. I think I answer this probably every time someone asks me this question, and the beach absolutely is my favourite thing about living in Bournemouth. I think it's something that I've taken for granted a lot more this year because we don't really live anywhere near the beach, and obviously because of restrictions and stuff it's kind of just been a little bit pointless going down there, but the beach is my favourite part of Bournemouth. I absolutely love it. I also really love the like very family orientated feel that Bournemouth has, like where I live especially. All the houses are really nice, and it just everywhere just seems like a really nice neighbourhood. I know that's not strictly true because I know there are some areas of Bournemouth that are a little bit dodgy, but generally speaking I love just the way everything looks. I don't know if that really makes any sense, but I think in simple terms the beach has to be my favourite place in the whole of Bournemouth, especially at sunset. Oh my gosh, if you've never been to Bournemouth Beach at sunset, get down here at some point and do it because it's so stunning. I also really love Sandbanks Beach. Like if you walk up to kind of Poolway, the beach there, like it's obviously the same beach, but there just looks incredible. Hengistbury Head is also one of my absolute favourite places in the whole of England. I absolutely love it. So, and obviously we have that right on our doorstep as well. So yeah, definitely the coast. I never used to be a massive coast person, but I do find it really relaxing. Especially like now I'm at university and things are quite stressful. What's your favourite winter drink at the moment? Okay, oh my god, I'm falling off my bed. Oh. So I mean, obviously Biscuit Brew has to be up there because it's basically all I've been drinking recently. I do also really love an Earl Grey tea. Earl Grey is something I've really got into this year. I don't know why, but I absolutely love it. Chai lattes I've been going for a lot recently. I know they're not like exclusively a winter drink, but I generally only drink hot coffee in the winter, so generally I'll stick to iced lattes, and then as soon as it gets cold enough I'll go for like hot coffee. So yeah, I definitely say a chai latte is up there. Pumpkin spice obviously is so good. I've actually only had one this year, which is really sad, but I do normally drink a lot of pumpkin spice and I really like it. I also really love the Black Forest hot chocolate from Costa. I don't actually think they're doing it this year. I could be wrong, but from what I've seen they're not doing it this year, but it is usually my favourite drink when it comes to like seasonal drinks. That is a must. If you can get it somewhere, then try it because it is really nice. The next question is kind of interesting. It's, how did you know that Bournemouth was the uni for you? If I'm going to be honest, I don't think I ever really did. So when I was first applying for university, I was very much looking to find a university that didn't feel like university, if that makes sense. Like I wasn't going for like a Russell group or somewhere that was really traditional and kind of well known and, you know, been around for absolutely years and years. Like I wasn't really about like the old buildings. I looked at Southampton, Solent, Brighton, obviously here, and also London. So I wanted something that was definitely really modern and had like new technology and equipment, and the buildings look really nice. Obviously if any of you are from Bournemouth or you've seen the Bournemouth campuses before, you will know the buildings are stunning, minus Pool House, but generally speaking all the buildings at Bournemouth are really pretty, especially Fusion Building. It's one of my favourite places, just to kind of be and, you know, work and chill out and stuff. But I think that's probably the main thing I was looking for at the time. When I first started looking at universities, I was looking at doing either music management or music journalism, which obviously I'm not doing now. Like I'm literally not doing either of those things. So I think having like a modern uni that was obviously good for media was really important. Bournemouth is like up there for like media school. But I think honestly now, like looking back, if I could apply for university now, having not been before, I honestly think I would have gone to somewhere in a bigger city and somewhere that was a little bit more traditional. Not necessarily a Russell group, but I don't know, like I've been on Birmingham Uni's campus and we recently walked around Cambridge. Not saying that I would have gone to Cambridge Uni because there is no way that I'm academic enough for that, and also they don't do media, so not really very helpful. But I just love the traditional uni settings now, and I do wish that Bournemouth maybe had that a little bit more, but I do also really love how modern it is. We actually went into one of the new buildings yesterday for the first time and I was blown away with how nice it was, and it's just such a nice space to work in. So I think mainly the buildings was definitely a huge plus for me. The next question is, where do you want to go on your first post-lockdown adventure? I mean, hopefully home for Christmas, that would be nice. No, I think in terms of like actually travelling, I think the first place I want to go is Edinburgh, because we've had that trip cancelled twice already this year. No, three times this year. So Edinburgh was like top of my list for the whole of the year, and we thought it was going to be like the easiest one to tick off, we were going to get it done, and obviously we didn't, so definitely Edinburgh is up there. I'd also really like to go to Amsterdam because that was also up on my list. We had it booked, so I'd like to get the trips done that I'd had booked first. Obviously I want to do a Disney trip, like obviously, but I mean that's pretty much out of the question for now anyway. I know that some of me and my Disney friends did talk about doing a Centre Parks trip in like February time next year, so hopefully the restrictions are loosened enough and it's safe enough for us to do that, because that would be really fun if we could go to Centre Parks for a few days, or even just get like an Airbnb somewhere. That would be really fun. So I think definitely seeing as many of my friends as possible is the first adventure I want to go on after lockdown. And following on from that, when would you see yourself going to Disney or America again? So I sort of always had in my mind that I wasn't going to do another Disney trip or another America trip until 2022 at least, regardless of coronavirus, because I honestly wouldn't have been able to afford it. Like I'm obviously at uni this year and my plan was to work next year and then save up enough money to go back to America. Obviously, as most of you guys probably know, my plan was to do a CRP next year. Like I had everything set, like I hadn't applied or anything, but like I had everything ready to apply and kind of had it set in place that I was going to be doing that, and I would sort of go home and just work at a part-time job that I could leave easily after a few months and then go to Florida for a year, which obviously isn't going to be happening anytime soon. And in all honesty, I don't think a CRP is really on the cards for me anymore, because I just don't really want to have to wait a really long time to be able to do one. So my goal was to do one literally like next year, but obviously that's not going to happen now. So I think 2022 was going to be my first bet at a trip anyway, so I mean that is still possible. Like I could technically still do that if, you know, things are progressing in terms of vaccines and, you know, that kind of stuff, I feel like maybe it would be more likely to happen. Like 3 months ago I would have said that probably isn't going to happen, but now I could see that maybe happening, as long as I save up the money to do so, because I'd absolutely love to go to Florida. Me and my sister have also said that when she turns 18 we're going to go to California and do California and San Francisco for like a month, and obviously we'll do Disneyland obviously in that as well, so that's also a plan, but that's again like 3 years away. So yeah, that's my plan for now, but in terms of when I next see myself going, I definitely don't think it will be in the next year. I think in the next 2 years, hopefully, fingers crossed. And obviously when I do go back I will be filming the entire thing, so stay tuned for that. The next question is favourite food to make at uni for tea. So stay tuned, because I do actually have a video on the way where I've shown you guys what I eat for dinner for a whole week, which I'm very excited to upload. I've been filming that this week, so that should be up really soon if it's not already out. I don't know when this video is going to go up, but it will be up on my channel soon. My favourite thing at the moment, I honestly love a risotto. I feel like risotto is my like speciality dish. I made it for my house recently. Love a risotto. Spaghetti bolognese you can't really go very wrong with. Like I think bolognese is so easy. I actually had sweet and sour stir fry the other day for the first time. I say for the first time, but like I've never really been interested in stir fries and stuff at uni, so I'd never really made them, but I made a sweet and sour stir fry and that was really good. I also love sausage and mash. I know it's very unconventional in terms of like a uni dinner. I'm sure you're all expecting me to be saying like noodles and pasta, but genuinely sausage and mash is so good. But yeah, I'd probably say like my top meals that I make quite a lot would be risotto and anything pasta based. Pasta bakes are really good if you're looking to meal prep and make dinner for like the week or to freeze. Pasta bakes are really good as well. So yeah, they're generally my things that I go to quite a lot. I very rarely have freezer dinners if I'm honest, but again you will see all in the video that I'm filming currently. So yeah. Next question is, what do you want to do when you graduate? I don't know. I really don't know. It's so hard. It's so hard because, alright, so basically, to put it into perspective, I just did a placement year. If you're new around here for whatever reason, I recently did a placement year at a PR company in London, and to be honest with you, I didn't really have the best experience. Not anything to do with the company or anything like that, but I just don't think PR is really for me, so I don't think I want to do PR. If I'm gonna be like brutally honest with you guys, like genuinely like hand on heart honest, and I kind of feel a little bit ashamed saying this, there was a part of me that was hoping that by now I would be making money from social media and I could maybe be doing something along the lines of that. I think deep down that's always been inside my head that I would love to do that one day, and obviously I'm still working towards it, striving towards it, but I kind of hoped that at this point in my life maybe that would be the case, but obviously that hasn't happened, so I'm not going to like dwell on it too much, but that was definitely kind of something that was always in the back of my mind. But I definitely think I'd like to do something in social media, maybe for another company, maybe like some marketing. I recently took an interest in copywriting, so that might be something that I go into. My other dream in life is to publish a children's book, which I have actually written, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, at the moment that's where I'm kind of standing. It's still very loose, very up in the air, but yeah, I think my main goal is definitely to make sure that I don't move home after uni, because I know a lot of people get stuck in the whole they've moved home and now they can't move back out again because they can't afford to and all of this. I would love to just be able to move straight out, whether that's in Bournemouth or London. At the moment I'm kind of leaning towards not moving back to London straight away, just because A, it's really expensive, and B, the pandemic, like London is not really the most ideal place to be. There is a part of me that kind of wants to stay in Bournemouth just for another year, so we'll see. But obviously again I will update you guys because that's what we're here for, that's why you are subscribed to this channel, I hope. I have 2 questions left and then I'm gonna go and wash this face mask off because I feel like it's starting to get a little bit dry and it's like sunk into my skin. I feel like you can't really see it on camera anymore, but it's like one of those ones that kind of sinks into your skin and then you rub it off and it kind of exfoliates. So I'm going to do 2 more questions and then I will go and wash this off. Someone asked, what are your favourite Disney small shops? I recently did a video on this, if you haven't already seen it. Off the top of my head, Dulwich Candle Company, Maple and Whiskey Candle Company, I love candles, Thingamabobs, Practically Perfect Pieces, Oh, I really hope I'm not missing any of my friends. Magically Matilda makes, obviously. Yeah, I have loads. Honestly, I will leave the video link down below if you haven't already seen it, because I mentioned like 10, I think, of my favourite Disney small shops, and they're all great, so you should definitely go and check them all out. Okay, and the final question is, what are you doing for Christmas? So hopefully I'll be with my family. Obviously I know that the government have just released some very strange rules about students going home, so we'll see what happens with that, but I think it's just going to be a very quiet one at home with my family, because I can't see anything happening that's remotely exciting this year. So cheers to 2020. Alright you guys, I'm going to end this video here because I'm going to go and wash off this face mask. Thank you so much for watching. I do hope you did enjoy it. I hope that you learned something a little bit more about me, or you just enjoyed having this on in the background whilst I had a chat, did a face mask. Hope you enjoyed your cup of tea or whatever you chose to have. Make sure to subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you all again very soon with another video. Bye!